What up? It's your boy Pinks back with another weekly upload. Not exactly week, but you get the gist. Today we're looking at a channel that has a video called I Am Locked Under My Boss's Desk. Obviously fake,
Hi,
but
my
let's get
name's
into it.
Austin, and I'm 23 years old. I'm gonna tell you my crazy life story today. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to show your support to me. It all started.
What? You're really worrying about a subscribe right now? If anything, you should be worrying about getting the fuck out from under that desk.
It all started when I graduated from college. Like every other person, I was looking for a job. I'll admit, my grades were not really good, so it was quite difficult to find a job.
C minus and B grades are not bad grades. Like, you could get a decent paying job with those types of grades. Now, if you had a D minus to F's, then you're probably not going to get the best of job offers.
I entered the office nervously. She was quite intimidating, and being in her presence alone was enough to make me sweat nervously.
That is nothing special. Just because she's a lady, not anyone at a job interview will freak the fuck out.
Please take a seat, she said politely. I sat down and opened my mouth to say something, but she beat me to it. I've gone through your resume already, she said. I won't lie, it's not really the best, but it's not that bad either. I don't really care about your grades. What matters here is your performance.
Well, no dip. Your grades don't mean anything. Your work ethic means everything. I could have all F's and be the best worker you ever known.
Things were going quite smoothly until it was time to leave. It was about 7 in the evening and everyone had already left. I was getting ready to leave too when Bianca appeared in front of me. Where do you think you're going? She asked. I'm going back home? I responded uncertainly. Who said you could do that? She frowned. Your work is not over yet. You have to read some files and make a summary before the meeting that's scheduled for tomorrow morning. What?
I don't think that's legal. I don't think you're allowed to keep someone after job hours unless you're paying them like double or something like that. Second, she seems like a real bitch. Why, you ask? Because the fuck are you gonna do if he wants to go home? Make him do files? He can do that tomorrow. And the fact that you're making a new guy, literally first day, get ready for presentation for the next morning, pretty much seems like a bitchy move.
I gaped at her. But, why didn't you tell me earlier? Because I needed you to do other jobs then, she replied. Did you think this job was easy? Why do you think no one else applied for the position? Oh god, was this job really that bad? What?
Did you not read the fucking paperwork? It literally would have said that you were basically signing your soul over. Second, how are you going to be so naive that you're not even going to know what your job consists of? Technically your fault for this.
What had I gotten myself into? Don't worry, it's not as scary as you think, Bianca said. You'll get used to it. Come, I'll show you something. She brought me to her office and leaned under the desk to show me what looked like a rectangular opening. My eyes widened when I saw it. I mean, I didn't have the chance to be on this side of the desk, so I hadn't noticed this earlier. It was quite crazy. There was a whole path led by stairs. Bianca went down and asked me to follow. I hesitantly went in after her, and a few...
Nah, this is how white people die in all the scary movies. You be following random people on the first day of a job, middle of a lake, whatever, down to a dark, scary hole, and yo ass finna get killed. Nuh-uh, stupid.
I hesitantly went in after her, and a few seconds later, I found myself standing in a small, dark room. This is a special room, where my personal assistants are supposed to live, she informed me. It's yours now. What? Why? I exclaimed. I don't want to live here. I have a perfectly good home. What about your work? She raised an eyebrow. It's not a simple 9 to 5 job. You have to start early in the morning and stay here as long as I want you to. Now, don't waste my time and get started with the files. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, the story's fake. That's illegal first. Second, that is 100% not gonna happen. And then third, how are you supposed to evict someone from their home?
I stood there in shock for some time before coming back to my senses. I couldn't believe that this was really happening to me. I hardly found a job, and it turned out to be like this. I was in no position to quit, either. I decided to stay there for a night and finish my work. I would talk to Bianca the next day and tell her to make some different arrangements. The next day after the meeting, when I talked to her, she started laughing. I think I went too easy on you. She shook her head with a smile. Bold of you to come here and make such demands from me. Who do you think is the boss here? I'm sorry if I crossed a line, I quickly said, but please try to understand. Working like this is a bit... it's uncomfortable for me. Well, deal with it, she replied. You're getting paid, and you should be thankful that I even provided you with a room. I could have made you sleep on the cold office floor, you know.
Or you could have let him just go home, finish the paperwork, and sleep at his house. Whoa!
Whatever it was, I decided that the job was not worth it. I would rather work part-time in a convenience store. So, one day, I went to Bianca's to let her know that I wanted to quit. I stood waiting in front of her desk as she was reading a file. She looked up after a few minutes. What is it? She inquired. Why are you slacking off? I want to quit, I said. I've written my resignation letter. Here. I took out the letter from my pocket and placed it on the desk. Oh, really? That's quite interesting. She leaned forward in her seat. Can you please pass me the letter? I can't reach it. Ugh, she was still using me like a slave. I slid the letter towards her, and in the process, my hand collided with something that was kept on the desk. There was a loud crashing sound, and I almost jumped from fright.
This dude sound like he's like about to fucking do a voice acting for a movie's like dramatic intro, like with a loud crush type shit.
On a closer look, I realized that it was a perfume bottle. I'm sorry, I apologized. I didn't do it on purpose. Oh my god! Bianca exclaimed. That was a limited edition product. Do you know what I had to go through to get that? And do you know how much it costs? I'll compensate you for it, I said. I really didn't mean to do it. Ha! She smirked. Compensate me? It's worth more than your life.
Bullshit.
You won't be able to pay back even if you work here forever. She showed me the bill and I knew that she wasn't lying. That's when I knew that I had landed myself in a really big mess. Is this what they called hitting rock bottom? Then what else can I do? I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. This wasn't going in a good direction. First of all, she picked up my resignation letter and tore it apart. Forget about quitting this job. You and I both know that you won't be able to find another job like this. And I'll have no option but to sue you if you don't compensate me for the damage. I gulped.
Who in the name of God is gonna sue someone over a broken perfume bottle? Your Humpty Dumpty looking ass has to be the most petty Heather ever to sue someone over a broken perfume bottle that was an accident.
But I won't be able to do it either way. Yeah, but since I'm generous, I'll give you another way out. She smiled. Just keep working here like you're already doing. You'll have to stay in the room that I provided you with. Also, you can't tell anyone about this whole thing, or I'll take that as an invitation to sue you. I'll get a contract made with all these points and send it to you later. But this is too much, I protested. I can't do this forever. I want to work, but I can't keep living here. She sighed. Look, I'm being really kind right now. Don't tick me off or I might take back my offer. Well, what other choice did I have? I had to go through with that contract and keep slaving for her. I am writing this story from the room where I'm currently stuck. I don't see any hope for my future.
And that is the end of our video. Pretty much dude talking a bunch of bullshit about being stuck under a desk. Yep, I know. My views seem to be pretty good when I do a video on Dominic Schmidt, so I think my next video is going to be a video about Dominic Schmidt because I got 600 views last time I did one on him. Seems pretty popular, but it was a year ago, so I'm still going to do it.